Be the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. First of all, I want to thank my connect. The most important person in life. You don't even gotta bring your purses up. Be the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house.
It has been a long road to this point in the season, but we are officially down to 2. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you'd give the edge to right now, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next.
World Series time, baby. Hope you guys like that little intro. It's amazing. I really do like this playoff setup. It feels like the game's really big, but that's my first at bat, so I figured I'd show that. But yeah, the World Series, man. Braves versus the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim of wherever, of California. Got too many names, but I don't know, this could be an interesting matchup as far as if it happened in real life. Obviously, we lose Game 1 there. I only had 3 at-bats. You can tell how good Jared Weaver was in that series, or in that game. But I get my first hit of the World Series in game number 2. Sharp single right over the second baseman's head. So finally get on the hit board after going hitless in the first game. Get my first ever World Series hit with P. Rich. That's pretty awesome. In front of the home crowd and everything. We clearly won the All-Star game, so we have home field advantage. But I'm assume that the Los Angeles Angels had many more wins than we did. We won our division, but weren't all that good. We were basically the last seed because we were started on the road in every single series we played up until this one. So good thing we won the All-Star. Look at this diving stop. That would have been triple all day, all day. That would have been a triple. But lose game number 2 as well. I finally get my first hit, but it doesn't matter. We lose 6-2 there. Got robbed on my second hit ever for the World Series, but you can see the playoff tree there. They swept the Tigers, then they beat Texas 4-1 in the ALCS. And they're dominating us right now, up 2 games. And we are scrapping to get a victory, because if we go down 3-0, this series was probably going to be over. So P. Rich gets his first extra base hit here in the World Series. Nice hard hit double right in the gap. A slow show motion, I should say. I love that camera view. It's pretty sweet. Slow motion, show motion. P. Rich with a sweet shot for his first double of these World Series. And P. Rich makes a pretty good play there for the double play. Most of the defensive plays that I get are typical ground balls, so I try to not show those ones as much as like things where I get a double play or have to really stretch to get to catch a ground ball or whatever. But P. Rich having a hell of a game there. There's the third hit of the game for P. Rich, and feeling pretty good right now. grooving some pretty good shots. Finally reached some of my potential. P. Rich had a fantastic season batting in the 340s. And we lose game number 3, so we go down 0 games to 3. Actually, I only had 2 hits that game. I thought I had 3, unfortunately. Doesn't really matter, though. We are down 3 games to none. Can we at least win 1 game so we don't get swept out of this? And you can see the scores there. Last game was the closest, only lost by 1 run. But unfortunately, we did lose. P. Rich gets robbed there again of probably a double down the line. Third baseman dives and gets that one. P. Rich does nothing that game, but fortunately for us, we do win a game, so we are not swept. Clearly have a huge uphill battle to get back into this series, but 1 game at a time. But down 6-0 in the first inning. But P. Rich goes yard for his first World Series home run, a 3-run shot to cut that deficit down to 3 runs. But when you start in a hole like that, 6-0, it kind of deflates the sails and everybody. And it's so hard. It's so unpredictable that this is your ace is playing in game number 4 here, or game number 5, sorry, and gives up 6 runs in the first inning in the World Series. Just unfortunate. So then you're battling all game, and it's very tough to get out of that. But we've battled a little bit here, 7-5. P. Rich gets on base again. Is it going to be too little, too late? Clearly, we have to win this one, or we're out of it. But we do tie the game up 7-all. P. Rich hits a sharp single, but unfortunately a little bit too sharp, and we can't score a run there. And that might, in fact, do it for our team, where we cannot overcome that. But you can see there, end up losing 12-8, lose the World Series. Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim take the World Series here in MLB 13, the show with P. Rich. Had probably my best game there, unfortunately. Too little, too late, as they scored 12 runs to beat us. So we go into the offseason. They offer me a 6-year contract. I try to swingle down to 4. End up compromising, going with 5 years for $2.5 million. So it looks like I'm going to be a Brave for a little bit while longer. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.